Okay guys, well I've had quite a love affair recently with RC rally cars, and this one is no exception. It's the King Motors Explorer RX. It's got a 1900 kV brushless motor, will take up to 6S, 55 miles an hour out the box, 60 miles an hour plus with optional gearing, 4-wheel drive. Looks a bit of a beast to my mind. It's out the box down there at JJ Customs, links to them below in the video. Anyway, let me get the camera down, let's have a look around the car. And if you like this stuff guys, don't forget to subscribe. Now, as we spin around this, 1/7 scale, just over $500 for this, down there at JJ Customs. And should be blisteringly quick on 6S. I'm thinking this should be an absolute hoot to drive, particularly with the grip on road that those tyres are going to give you. Anyway guys, do tell me your first thoughts on that body. Got quite a semi-scale look to it. The red and the white colour scheme looks pretty much good to my mind. Anyway, going to get the body off in just a second and have a look inside. Well, okay guys, are we ready for this? I've already had a quick peek inside. We've got Velcro straps for fastening the body to the side, but the main thing that jumps out at you is what you can't see, because we've got this great plastic cover to stop any crud or crap that gets thrown up from those wheels from going inside the car, making it very, very easy to keep clean, I would say. Anyway, let's start at the front, move on back and then get that cover off. Okay, large impact bumper at the front, fully adjustable suspension geometry on here. We've got big bore threaded shocks. Moving on down, we've got side impact wheels on either side. Now we have got a sway bar at the rear. I was just about to say we've not got a sway bar on this car, which was going to surprise me with something this size and scale. But tucked away in there you will see the sway bar. Moving on to the back, before we get the cover off, we've got a sway bar at the rear there, threaded big bore shocks, fully adjustable at the rear, as is the suspension at the rear. Anyway, let's get that cover off and have a look inside. Okay guys, we've got the debris cover off. A little bit tricky, it's actually held on by Velcro on both sides, which is good. That means I couldn't easily remove it for filming purposes. So, again, starting at the front. And I would point out we've got aluminum brace for our shocks on there. Sorry, our servo on the left. Beyond that we've got, I guess, a waterproof receiver box there. Central diff on there for easy, nice and easy access if you want to change the gears. As I said, this will do 55 out the box, over 60 with an optional gear change, but that's going to be fairly easy to change the gears on that. So take up to 6S, plenty of space for a large 6S pack or twin 3S ones on there. Moving on back, we've got a 1900 kV brushless motor and our ESC on the right hand side. I was wondering what that box was. Engine sound system. Now I'd read online about these. So this has obviously got a realistic engine sound system built into the car. I'll see if I can test that with a battery at some point. But all in all, not bad at all. And I would say for just $505 down there at JJ Customs, that is not bad for the money at all for this 1/7 scale. 60 mile an hour plus capability, not bad to my mind. Okay, scanning down the underside, check out those A-arms on there. So 4-wheel drive all round, metal chassis plate on there, nice smooth all round, and again substantial A-arms at the rear. Anyway, quick suspension. Okay, lift the front until the rear just begins to lift. Ooh, looking inch and a half, probably clearance, maybe 2 on there. Damping wise, oh, that's very nicely damped. Very well sprung, but at the same time that's really nicely damped. I'm thinking this thing is going to motor over semi-rough terrain there, any problem at all. How much travel have we got on the rear? Oh, I would say probably coming up on 2 inches of travel there on the rear. I'm expecting that same nice damping on there. Now the other thing that I noticed is that all the drivetrain is metal. Now I've had quite a few armours which are very, very noisy when you move them along the ground, but this thing is very, very quiet indeed, which is not a bad sign at all. So guys, I hope you like that quick preview of the King Motors Explorer RX rally car. 1/7 scale, 60 miles an hour plus, for just over $500. Pretty good to my mind. Let me know your thoughts on the King Motors Explorer RX rally car. I would say, having seen the other day down here at JJ Customs, the HPR Racing WRX8 Flux Rally car, this is a definite contender because you get an awful lot of power for your money out. Success Monster, 55 plus miles an hour out of the box, 1/7 scale to boot, and I'm loving that debris cover inside the car. Anyway guys, love to hear your thoughts on this car, and as ever, if you like this stuff, don't forget to subscribe.
And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it. And if you like this car, get yourselves down to JJ Customs in San Jose, or if you can't make it there in person, do check them out online or send them an email or give them a call.